The race will be official. If it does have to be stopped for whatever reason, whether it's sunlight or more rain or...
Hello, kids. I'm trying to stream, but my computer won't let me.
We need Josh Williams sitting there in second in that 92 car. What a really good run for him. Good opportunity to take advantage of this rain. You know, that's what happens in these situations. You know, these very difficult times, things that are
Okay, we're back.
unusual. Some people
I think we're back.
Can Josh Williams take advantage?
My fucking computer or YouTube or something was not going to let me stream. Because I tried to get on here a few minutes ago, and it wouldn't fucking let me. But we're here now, so.
Try to win this race, try to leapfrog all these guys into the playoffs.
The stupid leaderboard wants to fucking load. That'd be great. I'm just a little grumpy because YouTube was pissing me off.
Right there, +1.
I think that makes those guys have to race. I think they have. Don't think they're
Boy, kids, I hope you get CNBC. Because if you don't, you're shit out of luck.
Last week, his career best finish. He finished 7th at Talladega last week, right prior then.
All right, green flag. 7 to go in stage 2. I never thought we'd be back to see this today.
To go in stage 2, and you see a fishtailing already.
But here we are, green flag.
The 7 of Allgaier charging in.
Unbelievably, Riley Herbst is your leader.
Allgaier
On a wet racetrack. Allgaier's to his outside.
Outside the 18 car Burns, he's going to have the inside line down here in this next corner. He's going to take the lead.
Allgaier, whoa! Riley Herbst and Allgaier crash. Oh, big pile up behind him. AJ Allmendinger takes the lead. And we got Allgaier, Riley Herbst, Michael Annett, and I can't even. Justin Haley's in it.
Haley. There's another car between Allgaier and Haley.
Holy shit.
Letting this race play itself out.
Somebody ran over Riley Herbst. Allgaier spun on his own, I think. Caution's out now.
I think that's Preston Pardis.
Yeah, Preston Pardis is wedged under the tire wall. Justin Haley stopped over there, wedged underneath him. Oh, man.
The rear wheel's completely off of the ground.
Okay, that's quite a way to start this race back. And my pick is in the
That
lead.
was crazy. The 7 got the lead, and the 18 kind of let him go in there like he was going too hard, and then both of them didn't make the corner. Heavy damage to the right front of the one of Michael Annett.
We have to wonder.
I'd say Michael Annett's well eliminated from the playoffs now, wouldn't you?
Out of the cars, right? Several drivers talking about how the track changes every single lap. Well, that was the first time they've been into that corner since the red flag, and clearly it didn't have the grip they were anticipating.
Boy, Allgaier sent that thing in there, and then I think Allmendinger ran into Riley Herbst, and Allgaier was already spinning on his own ahead of those guys. He drove way too hard into turn 3, and then Allmendinger just wrecked Riley Herbst, did us all a favor.
Got in there hot. The 18.
So what are you going to do?
Looks like there was some contact with AJ that sent him around.
And then behind them, think about trying to get slowed down in this rain. Right? So, jumping on the brakes.
So they got on board from Allmendinger. This will prove him guilty. Well, Riley Herbst kind of just came down on him, I think.
Maybe that's fair. It looked to me like AJ had the inside lane.
AJ was there, and Herbst just turned like AJ wasn't there and wrecked himself. That's the God's honest truth of what happened there.
And let's listen in now to Allmendinger's communication. Or excuse me, we'll listen into Allgaier's communication.
Worst part is I even slowed like to a stop. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I babied it in there. Babied it.
Looked like to me he was sailing off into that corner, man.
He was going wide and fast into that corner.
It looked like he was flying.
Well, keep this in mind, too. The first cars through there are moving the water out for everybody else, right? So the standing water, you drive through there, those first few cars, they're going to run into it first. And these tires, these Goodyear tires, just push so much water out of the way that the guys behind them have better conditions.
6 laps to go in this stage, you know, they're going to give out points in 6 laps.
Boy, these cautions today have been a killer.
The race is official. So, you know, if I'm Harrison Burton at 1 point below, I'm scared to death that this, you know, we saw how long the cleanup was the last time we had 2 cars in the tire barrier. Now we have 2 more cars in the tire barrier. You know, Harrison needs to find a position.
Just have Allmendinger win so I can get my $5.
Allgaier right now, +1 over.
Need to check my YouTube channel now. Make sure it's normal.
How quick the table turned for the 7 from the leader.
How quick the turntables.
Yeah, the situation for Harrison is actually very good. If he passes one car, he's not only gaining that point toward the finish of the event, should we end this race early, but a potential playoff point as well, where the 7 car is spun out of the top 10.
The 7 car, I think though the 20.
Anyway.
I think the 20 team has to recognize.
See, nobody came back for the
right? I mean,
continuation of this race for my stream.
He's going to be able to go gain some spots.
So up here, Allmendinger and Chase Briscoe running 1 and 2 after.
Race is about to move to CNBC.
Let's listen to
Bet we'll get some viewers in.
Here's the situation we're in. We are 6 laps short on fuel. Obviously, we can't make it on fuel. However, my assumption is somebody is going to run it as long as they can and pray for darkness.
I like that theory. As Richard Boswell explaining to
I think that's how you win the race.
you know,
It's going to get dark. It's going to rain more. Pace of this race is slow as fuck. There's going to be a shit ton of cautions. Lengthy cautions as well.
NASCAR's done a nice job of not throwing instant yellows, right?
Bullshit. I don't know what Steve Letart's watching. NASCAR's done a good job of not throwing instant yellows. No, they haven't.
It was like a street course. There's nowhere to go. I like the strategy of run until it runs out of gas.
Yeah.
How do you know how much yellow you're going to have? You might get 25 laps of yellow. You might not, but figure that out at the other side.
Also, with the darkness coming, we don't assume that typical sunset darkness and all that is going to leave us with a track where there's no vision to be able to get around. We do have lights here. There are lights in the infield. We do not know what this track will look like when it does get dark, when the sun goes down.
So the other thing,
Look at Harrison Burton's gauges go crazy. What the fuck is that about?
Familiar with IMSA, they have lights on those cars. They do not in the Xfinity Series.
I saw the dumbest comment on Twitter earlier, and they were talking about how there's no lights in the infield. You can't run the Roval at night because there's no lights in the infield. And then a guy posted a picture of Chase Briscoe's car and said, well, I see headlights, and had like the shrug emoji. And it's like, those are fucking decals. Fucking idiot. The guy was being all smart-assy and dead serious. Well, I see headlights on this car. Well, you're a fucking moron. You see decals of a headlight. It's a sticker. People are fucking amazing, aren't they? I mean, holy Christ. You knew Raleigh Herbst wouldn't be at the front very long. H. Allmendinger says he can't even see his rear view mirror because the back windshield's so fogged up. Well, it's a good thing Justin Haley won Talladega now, ain't it? It's really good that Justin Haley won Talladega.
Which is in about 3 minutes. We will move to CNBC, so make sure you know where that
Second
is.
week in a row, NBC doesn't give a fuck about NASCAR.
CNBC will have the conclusion of this race at 5:55, and we'll obviously be with you here on NBC until then. So 2x2.
My money is on Allmendinger, actually, so I'm in good shape right now. I'm in the lead. Hey, guys, welcome back.
To go, Dylan.
For those of you who don't have CNBC, I guess you're just shit out of luck, ain't you?
Dave Ellens told Noah, hey, if we're not in contention to win this, we've got to be in between the 7 of Justin Allgaier, so behind the 7, and in front of the 20 of Harrison Burton, because those are the two guys right now.
All this race is doing is delaying me getting my fucking workout over with for the day.
Junior, Jeff, would you care to share your opinions on that?
I was sitting here playing Batman Arkham Asylum on PC, just chilling. The next thing I know, wow, they're actually getting back in the cars. We're doing this? All right, Allmendinger, you are the man. You are in control. You lead this race. Don't fuck it up, please.
Gonna try it again. The restart.
I get a little bonus money. God, Briscoe sending it into turn 1. Briscoe takes the lead for now. Oh, and around goes Josh Williams.
Josh Williams hard into the wall.
39 always has to come to a stop, losing a lot of spots right there. Losing spots.
God damn it, Allmendinger, why'd you give up the lead? Oh, Briscoe sliding off course almost.
Big slide.
He held on. It looked like Briscoe was going straight off into the unknown.
We'll see if the 92 is able to roll. He is now rolling. I don't know if he has control, though, that he can turn. He went back toward the wall.
Well, can he slide into the pit road there? Because he's right there at pit exit.
So we stay green, stay racing as Chase Briscoe.
Briscoe out front now. Remember, he spun early in this race when the track was initially getting wet.
In the rain at Charlotte. Now back
A lot of standing water on that transition. The transition coming back up onto the banking there when they come out of the infield, there's a lot of water. And Allmendinger damn near knocked the wall down. Harrison Burton stopped. What's the deal there?
He was just under.
Earlier, look at his gauges. That was doing that under caution. I was wondering what the fuck that was about.
I saw him going really slow in the exit of turn 2.
Some sort of, it seems like there's power, physical power, like battery power. I don't know if it's a driveline issue, but the car continues to sit.
Austin Cindric's creeping up into contention here.
Yeah, I mean, the car has power.
Caution's out again. This is such a stupid fucking race. This race would be fine if it wasn't for all the goddamn cautions.
We'll be looking forward to a restart. The end of stage 2 about in front of us with 3 laps to go.
And that's a caution that's just lousy luck.
Oh, yeah. See, you can see him messing with the gear.
Well, Harrison Burton's eliminated from the playoffs. I'm assuming if he can't get this thing started. He's asking for a push.
I think something could break in the rain.
Jeff, he said something about the clutch, like the clutch pedal wasn't even engaging. So could that be, that obviously is an issue. What would that mean?
Yeah, so basically the transmission, the front of the transmission has a shaft that connects the drive line to the engine. It runs through the bell housing, the clutch. If it breaks,
Fucking cautions are stupid.
over the radio, that would affect the clutch pedal in that area. To your point, Jeff, surprising though with the rain, you would think it'd be very easy on driveline equipment, but I mean, that's my assumption. You never know. Maybe at some point he's going around or over the curbs, or maybe in all of this chaos, we haven't been able to follow the 20's entire day. Maybe he got up over the curb at some point and landed hard and broke it, or maybe it was just a bad.
Anybody else's gauges? Anybody else see anyone's gauges flashing under caution like Burton's was?
He would do something where he maybe got it in gear too soon, right, and hurt it. But in the rain, you wouldn't think there was enough grip on the rear tires to break anything.
Brandon Brown wrecked Josh Williams going to 1. A lot of clusterfucking going on today. Like to see some green flag racing at some point. Thank goodness for that safer barrier. That looks like the softest safer barrier I've ever seen. Looked like a marshmallow. It's sad when you can't even get bumped to NBCSN, you get bumped to CNBC. USA Network would have been a better option, honestly. I'm not hearing any commentary anymore. That's not a bad thing, though. I'll call the race. I've got CNBC in standard definition, so I'm just using the NBC app to watch this shit in HD. Is the commentary out for you? Because I'm not hearing any announcers. I'm not hearing anything from the booth. I'm watching the race, but I don't hear anything from the booth. Now Harrison Burton's getting a push back to pit road. Hey, Janet. This race is not going to actually finish. I mean, they're trying here, but there's going to be a caution every 5 seconds. Why is Allmendinger on pit road? We were up at the front. And why am I not hearing commentary? Does anybody else hear the commentary, or is it just mine that's out? Because now there's going to be a lot of dead air on my stream if there's no background noise. Well, Harrison Burton was going to turn into the garage, but decided not to. Oh, okay, so I've just got the problems that you were having at the start of the race. Yeah, I don't hear any fucking announcers. Hold on. Let me back that ass up and reset this. Maybe that'll fix it. Legendary! Shut up. I hear no announcers. I was watching the race, but I heard no announcers. This is the dumbest race I've ever fucking seen. I still hear no announcers. I'm going to have to watch the race without commentary. That may be a blessing in disguise. Yes, I've got CNBC, but in standard definition. I'm not watching it in standard definition. I will watch with no commentary on the NBC app before I watch standard definition on a fucking flat screen TV. All right, one to go. We're coming to the green this time. Boy, this is painful. Why is there no commentary, though? Why do other people have commentary, but I don't have any commentary? Did that ever fix itself for you? Because you said you're hearing the announcers now. I'm on the NBC app. They're going to have 2 to go in this stage, and then we get another fucking caution because of the stage end. Then I'm just going to restart my PlayStation and start the NBC app up again just to see if it'll get me a version of this race with commentary, because as of now, there's no commentary on my screen. Briscoe, Chastain, Cindric, Alex LeBay. Boy, how long is this going to last? Oh, yeah, 1 lap to go. My bad. Yeah, 1 to go on the stage. My bad. And the most unnecessary 1 lap of green flag racing is green. Clean getting into turn 1 so far. That 8 car ain't been wrecked yet today, but the day is still young. Briscoe pulls ahead with the lead. Chastain in second. Remember, he's wrecked earlier. He's in second now. Isn't that Gregson up there? Gregson's back in the top 10 after his little excursion earlier. That's unfortunate. I was hoping it would just take his ass out. God, Briscoe's about to spin out on a straightaway. Jesus Christ. Briscoe was like locking up at the end of the little straightaway in the infield and almost spun out. Everybody made it through there clean. Here comes that transition up on the banking. Watch all this water kick up here. Look at all that water. I don't like that Cindric's going to have the track position advantage on Allmendinger now. That's going to annoy me. Need a defogger in your car today, because Allmendinger said he couldn't see out of his back windshield looking in his rearview mirror. Woo! Gregson about lost it. Somehow holds on. And Chase Briscoe's going to win stage 2. No, Michael, you missed 1 lap of green flag racing. It's the end of stage 2. Briscoe takes it. Chastain second. Alex LeBay third. I have no commentary on my screen for some reason. And I'm about to restart my PlayStation and NBC app, see if I can get some fucking commentary on this thing, because I'm not enjoying this. Sitting in dead silence. You know, for all the shit I give Rick Allen, I do take him for granted right now. So yeah, I'm going to restart my PlayStation now. Technical difficulties, but not on my end. That's on NBC's end. Because they moved the race to CNBC, so I got to use the NBC app. And on the NBC app, I'm not hearing any commentary. Allmendinger was up front, but pitted under that caution for the clusterfuck with Riley Herbst and Justin Allgaier and Justin Haley getting taken out and Preston Pardis getting taken out. That was a mess. That's what gave Allmendinger the lead. Riley Herbst just completely ignored the fact that Allmendinger was on his inside and wrecked himself. So, what are you going to do? He had already lost the lead to Allgaier, who overdrove turn 3 and busted his ass. But he didn't really get any damage much. He's still going. But Justin Haley's done for the day. But I'd have to watch it standard definition if I want to sit in silence all day. I did not think this race would get started back. It's 6 o'clock here. It's not that dark outside here yet. So if it gets dark, if it gets too dark at the racetrack, I'll know it by looking out my own damn window because I'm not far. Jesus. I got sleepy during that red flag. Just a little sleepy. Okay. Gonna try to see if this will get the commentary back on. Maybe. Fuck off, Elvis. I don't need the Presley estate coming after me for a copyright claim. Elvis Aaron Presley. Am I going to hear commentary, or am I going to have to switch over and just watch the race on standard definition and, you know, strain my eyes?
Because it might.
Hey, we got commentary back.
So they stayed with the tires they have. Just needed a splash of fuel to get to the end, Dylan.
Right on.
And Dave, here comes Ryan.
So I hope Allmendinger stayed out here with all these guys pitting.
He's in great shape right now. Just has to keep this car on the racetrack. That was their mission from the start. They've done it well so far. Fuel only proceed. He's on his way.
This race never wants to end.
Pit road is a dangerous. It's as dangerous as the racetrack. There's so much standing water on pit road. So much potential for these cars to hydroplane. There's guys.
Hydroplane. That's my favorite word. That's the word of the day.
Hammering the brake pedal. It's not a very safe situation. Very dangerous situation for some of these guys.
Hydroplaning.
Look how much water is on that. Outside.
Yeah, because they were spraying all the water from the front stretch, and where do you think it was going? Right to pit road. So that's where all the water is.
I don't even want to call them puddles. What do you call them? Little lakes? I don't know either. It's crazy how much water is standing on pit road.
Starting to pick up a little bit as far as rain concerned.
Look at the water back there.
Yeah. And these guys, this guy can't see anything. Cars are pulling up in front of each other, pulling out into pit road, having to stop. These guys changing tires on these cars are in harm's way. Difficult situation for everybody down there.
Well, these pit crew men are athletes, man.
Car was back to the competition that's coming by. Hydroplaning through puddles.
Well, I will say, Junior, that after you've just said that, that's another time when I say I'm feeling.
We going green this time. 25 to go. Stage 3. This is the race.
Extremely dangerous. That's one of the things that you almost forget about how much danger is involved in racing.
My pick, Edge Allmendinger, is roughly 12th place right now.
Right now, it's still the battle of the family-owned teams. Ryan C. currently in the 39. He's finished 12th at the end of this stage. Him and his family-owned team are trying to be the best family-owned team in the Xfinity Series. He's battling it out right now with another playoff contender, Brandon Brown. But looks like Ryan Sieg is in the lead right now. We'll see if he can edge it out and stay in the playoffs and make it to that round of 8 and continue his opportunity that he now has to potentially get to that.
I'll have to take a nap after this race. Fuck. I was going to work out right after the race, so I might take a nap, then work out.
Their team has 4 or 5.
I don't know if Ben's still coming to hang out or not.
And then you look at Brandon Brown. Here's a guy
I'm still in the hunt to get $5.
very limited as far as
I wish Allmendinger had stayed up at the front.
How about Riley Herbst?
He had the race gift wrapped to him when fucking Riley Herbst took himself out.
Now, because he didn't pit right there, they're going to restart in about 9th spot. So,
Oh, great. Now Riley Herbst is right next to Allmendinger.
win this race, 'cause that would change everything.
You know what, Riley Herbst, his stupid ass will blame Allmendinger for his mistake.
It's been raining a little bit harder since this caution.
Gregson's 4th. He's back up in this deal.
The cars aren't running on it at full speed.
Who's in the 74? Gray Galding. Wow.
final stage.
All right, final stage, 25 to go. Will we actually see any length of green flag racing
For the Xfinity Series,
in the worst elimination race of all time?
laps to go.
Briscoe's being really aggressive on these starts the last couple of times.
Briscoe out front.
Got him the lead
Gregson behind him.
before that last caution. Oh, Gregson around in front of the field.
Around goes
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
hard twice.
Okay, that'll finish Gregson off.
Noah just being real aggressive.
Boy, Gregson looped it in front of the whole field and didn't hit anybody. He hit the wall a couple of times, but he didn't hit anybody else. He's going to get it going. He'll be fine, NASCAR. Don't you dare throw a caution. Briscoe's still out front. When he went around in front of the field, I figured Allmendinger would get caught up in it, but nobody did. It was just Gregson.
Spinning the tires.
Single car deal.
Trying to get every bit of acceleration out of the car as possible. Take a look at the replay again with what happened to Noah Gragson coming out of turn 1.
Tough day, Noah.
Car.
I wish I felt bad for you, but I don't.
On the racetrack, when the caution come out, you can see the cars back there behind Noah's throwing that water in
That
the
looked
air.
like one of them wind-up toy cars.
Got real aggressive on that restart. Drove underneath Ross Chastain. I didn't think he'd make the.
Hey, this is as dry as the track has been all day. The backstretch doesn't really have any standing water on it.
Now Briscoe. The
Boy, man.
advantage.
When those cars go wide through the chicanes, I just expect them to lock up and go straight into the wall or into the grass or something.
Justin Allgaier. How about Jay Buford? Also.
Like I said, we are racing the dark. If they lose visibility in the infield, they're fucked. There's Riley Herbst getting in the way.
18
Ugh.
car had to get out of the gas there. Maya Snyder getting around him.
I got to credit A.J. Allmendinger for driving a smart race. He's not driving a winning race, but he's keeping his shit on the track and not fucking up.
We haven't really seen
He's had like 2 close calls.
all day, but I think we'll see him before the end of this race is over with. He's had to work through some problems with the windshield wiper and a few other issues.
Doesn't look like the windshield wiper's even on that car, or at least it's not going to be usable.
About to make a pass on Mike Snyder, I think.
There's Allmendinger in the 16th.
That's for 7th place.
8th position, trying to get by Maya Snyder.
Maya Snyder doing
Just ahead of them is Jade Buford. Buford. There you go. Allmendinger makes the pass on Snyder. Let's go, Allmendinger. Win me $5.
He'll take that spot. That's 7th now for Allmendinger.
Please.
I agree with you, Junior. I think A.J. Allmendinger, this is his time to shine.
Oh,
Work
fuck.
himself through this field.
24 to go. The question I have is, how much time will he have? Will there be enough daylight? Will NASCAR let the race run long enough? Now, here in the banking, it's totally lit because of the lights that are used for the older races. The infield section.
Making the pass on Jade Buford. Well, he's looking to go into that backstretch chicane.
A.J. Allmendinger here as he goes
And
into the backstretch chicane.
0-7 gives him plenty of room. Smart move.
Just got by.
Thank you very much.
Let's watch what he does as a driver in the rain.
Allmendinger's up to 6 now.
So it's the 3rd year.
Surprised this track just hasn't washed away with all this water on it.
In the dry, he would have driven way, way deeper in the corner. Now downshift to 2nd. Will he ever go back?
Now there's
to
Gray
first?
Galding in 5th. You know Allmendinger's going to get by him.
First gear would just spin the rear tires so badly on the exit of that corner, and also getting into that corner. Be hard to get it slowed down, maybe. Just
What a
stay
smooth
second
race he's
this
driving.
whole part of the racetrack. Just ride along and listen to him. How easy he is on the throttle.
Ray Golding in the 74 in front of him.
Something I love about watching AJ on.
They're actually driving normal. Well, slow, but normal. Nobody's busting their ass. Nobody's done anything stupid in a couple of laps. I'm sure I'm jinxing it. So AJ Allmendinger was just told he's the only car that can definitely make it to the end on gas. That's assuming this race goes to the very end.
They're all fogged up, but that window.
So Briscoe's probably going to chance it and just hope it gets dark or something, which is definitely going to happen at some point.
Job getting speed out of this car.
I'd like to be in that car, Steve.
We got at least another hour, I'd say, hopefully.
He must see pretty good. He's going to follow the tracks of AJ in the spray.
AJ's making great time right now, too.
You're up to 5th now.
See, Allmendinger's saying way to the right to avoid that puddling that we've seen at the entrance to the chicane.
Smoothest car on the track from what I can tell, and the fastest.
To get by Allgaier, that will be the next one, but
That's walking a fine line.
Get up to the 98 of Chase Briscoe.
Lost him in the fog there.
And remember, we played the radio earlier where they told the driver that he was 6 laps short, that he needed to save fuel, and he gave him pretty much a play-by-play in the latter laps of the last stage of what he was saving. Hasn't done much this time, but his spotter, Tim Fino, radioed to the driver. He said, if the butterflies are open, you're not saving. Really trying to ride the young driver to make sure if this race does go to the full distance, that he's got enough fuel. Butterflies, Steve, what do they mean?
Well, basically, that's the carburetor. When those things are turned up, that means you're putting throttle into the car.
Is it raining in Charlotte? I don't know. Sure looks like it to me.
That's slow. I mean, they're very, very slow.
We'll have to go to Ollie for our Black U weather forecast. It's raining!
You burn.
Thank you,
We
Ollie.
thought they could go 35 to 37 laps
It's raining sideways.
in the dry. Briscoe is going to have to go pretty long ways. He's going to have to go, what, 46 or 47 laps in this tank.
Move AJ Allmendinger up to 4th. He just got by Justin Allgaier.
5% farther on your fuel tank is probably just too much to expect.
Allmendinger is coming, and he's the only guy that can definitely make it to the scheduled distance.
Know this. How much fuel can you save? Right? So on an if it's dry, you can slow down a lot and save a lot of fuel. But when it's this wet, you're not in the throttle that much. How much can you really save?
Right. And on a
The bumper the bumper cover just flew off the 18. That might bring out a caution.
a lot of fuel as well.
Unfortunately, it might bring out a caution. The 18 just lost his rear bumper.
Rear chicane, I believe.
He completely missed the chicane and hit the turtles and upset his car. Wow. He hit like every possible bump on the backstretch.
Trying to make something happen, knowing he has to win this race to move.
Please tell me that bumper flew off and we're not going to get a caution for that. Oh my God, it's right in the middle of the damn racetrack. Somebody just hit it. Hey, it's off the track now. We're good. NASCAR just didn't want to throw a caution because they're trying to get to the end of the race. That should have been a caution. I'm glad it wasn't, but it should have been. Oh, Ryan Sieg around. He's going to get it going now. He just backed it into the wall a little bit. He's okay. He's as good as anybody else is right now, basically. But that ass into that car is packed in real good.
Points, but had to try to finish the day. A lot of damage to the back of this race car. The left side doesn't look so bad, but the right side shortened up dramatically around that right rear.
NASCAR just let them guys go out there and hit that rear bumper that came off the 18.
Loses it through turn 1. We've seen many cars do it today.
Oh, it just didn't use the brake pedal to stop that car from sliding and allowed it to roll back into the fence there.
Now you wonder how much worse this is going to get.
He's 23 points above the cut line, but Brandon Brown in the 68 is the one that we're saying that cut line is. So Brandon Brown's still running.
This race is on CNBC. They had to move it because the fucking news was coming on. It's on CNBC. I'm watching on the NBC Sports app myself. I have the app on PlayStation. That's what I'm watching on.
Hey, doing a great job. Looking around Ross Chastain. Dave, you got some on Ross?
Well, and
Oh, whoa! Alex LeBay just hit the tire wall.
And it was looking so good.
Damn. Oh, well, it's one less car for Allmendinger. Have to pass. Move Allmendinger to third, boy.
And so, at this point,
that's pretty significant damage. LeBay gets it going. Now, how many guys have just busted their ass and just keep on going? Oh, the double zero. Well, not the double zero, just Jeffrey Earnhardt in zero.
Who is in a good position points.
Whoa, he looks like he's about to stop.
Lose all those points, run out of fuel on the track, guys, late in this race. So we'll see. Hopefully he's saving too.
Jeffrey, yeah, he stalled Jeffrey Earnhardt right now. The exit of the front stretch chicane. Now
he got it going. He's good. Thank God. Do everything we can to avoid a full course yellow.
20 laps to go.
I still don't. I need to know what bastard hit the 18's debris, because that was a pretty heavy amount of debris, and somebody ran straight through it.
I don't think pace matters right now for him, Steve. I think he can just go as slow as he needs to go. You see LeBay just trying to get back to the throttle and just lost the back, and then unfortunately for him, it just caught the tire barrier.
Yeah, you bet your Ross Chastain could go as slow as he'd like. I would take the opposite approach. I would just hit it.
Hell, I didn't realize LeBay had gotten by Chastain for second.
What? 35 points to give. You know, you run out of gas in the infield section.
Ooh, Brandon Jones and Jeffrey Earnhardt. That's what happened there.
You could lose a lap. I would just go ahead and pit him, put fuel in the car.
We got a car stop. Jesse Little stopped in the infield. Caution's out.
If I was the 10, I'd be getting fuel under this yellow.
Caution's out.
I know you want to try to win the race.
We had a nice little run there.
At some point, you just
about 6 laps.
to survive.
So let me ask. So Steve, would you feel comfortable putting him back, having to go through all that?
Allmendinger, please stay out.
Or would you feel better trying to save fuel with another caution and keep him in front of all that chaos?
Well, it sounds like they have some radio issues. So my concern is, does he know how dire the situation is on fuel? Is he saving? There you go. You have to pit. Just come get fuel. Just come get fuel. Explain the situation.
I think that's what's important. Is just let him know what's going on. Let him know that 20's out of the race. He's broken. You know, nobody right now is in position to win the race. It can hurt.
Can you guys hear the race audio okay in the background? Is it too quiet, too loud? It's hard to tell because the sound on the NBC app seems quieter than my actual TV, so I had to turn it up a little bit.
We just saw 18 Riley Herbst. Surely his car is not as good as it once was when he ran over those big curves.
And he's in a must-win situation.
A couple guys that are doing a real good job. Mike Snyder, he was battling just an hour right there when the caution came out to try to take over 5th position.
The word ridiculous gets thrown around a lot, but this is pretty ridiculous.
Road courses, but in the rain. And your NASCAR series, we had a year over there. And then behind him, Greg Aldigan, that 74 car. Rarely does this car see itself in the top 10. Ray, we've seen him take cars and overachieve many times in his short career. He's doing it again today.
Yeah, Greg Alding, a young man, just 22 years old. He's had 4 starts this year and already 2 top 10 finishes in those 4 starts. Interesting, when Greg Alding started out in NASCAR, he was so young. At 15 years old, he had a chocolate milk sponsor. That's who was sponsoring him.
Have you seen this boy?
He was when he got into this sport.
I became a big fan of his because he was sponsored by Krispy Kreme.
Yes, he did.
Oh, Junior, don't say Krispy Kreme, bro. Oh, I miss Krispy Kreme. No more sugar for me.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
For a long time, anyway. But one day I will have a Krispy Kreme again. Fuck, now I want donuts. That Yngwie Malmsteen's a fucking liar. Donuts are great.
Well, there you go. Ross Chastain coming down pit.
Chastain looks like he's going to pit. LeBay obviously has to pit for that damage. Briscoe and Allmendinger and Allgaier and Mike Snyder stay out.
On pit road to Dave.
You can hear the
only guys that pitted are the ones that absolutely had to at this point.
His radio was going through. The electronics are so bad right now, but he did get the message, takes the fuel here, and hopefully will not have that stop on the track that would have been so costly points-wise, Dylan.
And Dave, a little further down pit road, a couple cars with some damage. Alex LeBay, we just saw his shunt there after running so well inside the top 5, working on the right front of his car. And just a couple stalls down from him is Ryan Sieg, who of course has heavy rear end damage, the deck lid hanging on by just a thread, the rear bumper cover as well. So they're working on the right side, the right rear of that race car, trying to decide whether they want to just
have that bumper cover attached or let it flap like it is right now. So that's the decision. If they're going to try to tape it up, or what they're going to do here is they throw a hammer over the wall.
I had a hammer.
Interesting, we talked about Ryan Snyder. He's driving for RSS Racing, which is Ryan C. Racing. So he both have success today.
Still think there's going to be a race tomorrow? Let's look at the weather forecast again for tomorrow.
Stand up to moderate to severe rheumatoid.
Shut up, NBC app. Tired of you. Google. Concordancy weather. Then we'll look at the day, and then we'll look at the hourly. Tomorrow, rain early with thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. Chance of rain, 90%. Yeah, I'd say there's probably going to be a shit ton of rain tomorrow as well. Look at the hourly just from now. Oh, God, that thunderstorms thing is a problem. Like I said, I might be looking at a Monday race. Oh, well. Goddamn global pandemic, didn't get to use my $50 off NASCAR Heat ticket coupon. Ain't that some bullshit? I was saving it for this season. Ended up never getting to use it. Okay, we're coming to the green.
Jay Allmendinger.
17 laps to go.
Road courses.
We're on the front row.
17 laps to go.
Briscoe,
How much
Allmendinger.
chaos will we see in the final 17?
Do you think it's going to get any calmer? No. Hope Allmendinger just plays the patient game. He doesn't need to push it just yet.
Strong into turn number 1.
Let the field get strung out before you start making your moves. That outside line has become the dominant lane on these restarts.
But he's offline a little bit. If he can stay in this position.
Oh boy. Him and Briscoe were door to door.
Door to door as they go through 3.
Door to door.
Wow, Briscoe hanging tough on
Yeah, Briscoe's digging. Push him hard, Allmendinger. Make him drive hard. You can handle it better than him. Still side by side. Mike Snyder's in third. Oh, man. That's about the 5th time today I've seen Briscoe almost spin out on a straightaway. Allmendinger takes the lead. No, don't hit him. Thought he was going to send him off the track there like Junior said. And Allmendinger takes it, but here comes Mike Snyder. Mike Snyder's through to second. Oh, Briscoe, yes. Sideways, he's dropping back a few spots. Allmendinger's in front now. All right, now I like my man's chances. Let's go win this money. This is the first time all day Allmendinger's been out front uncontested, although it's not over yet. Mike Snyder's driving really hard. Hopefully too hard. Just be patient, Allmendinger. That's Mike Snyder. Look, I like Mike Snyder, but AJ Allmendinger, you can look in that rearview mirror and know that you're the best damn driver on this track when it comes to road racing, especially in the rain. So I like my chances here.
The Euro Series, a lot of road courses over there. You have to ask if that experience isn't paying off today.
We got 16 laps to go now. We've made it a lap under green. Oh, Mike Snyder on the turtles.
I don't believe he
Missed the corner. Briscoe goes back to second now. Snyder to third.
knocked him out of second position and may have damaged that car. We'll just have to see.
He hit them turtles pretty hard. Them turtles are not your run of them. Wow, he almost. Fuck. I was with Junior. I was scared to death that Snyder was about to wreck in front of the whole field.
Mike Snyder is running the full season in Xfinity, but not for the same team. Right now he's RSS. Ryan Sieg, but he also spent time with Richard Childress Racing. He ran 6 races for them, and now finishing out the season with RSS.
And now just collect yourself, right? You just dodged the bullet, made it work. Long way to go.
Briscoe settled back into second. I'll see if he can chase down Allmendinger. Hopefully not. Trying to win money.
Briscoe trying to turn underneath him. Contact right there. Briscoe lost the back of the car. And then here's what we've seen all day long. Just not being able to make that corner. But see, Allgaier had trouble. So that let Myatt keep third position.
I'm concerned of where that contact was on the 93, though. It wasn't really on a tire. Center of the car up and over those.
Somehow we're still green. Don't you like how bright the back straightaway big screen is? It lights up half the infield.
Yeah, I think you got
No wonder they probably won't call this race early.
the race car apart.
That in itself is a lot.
That's finished 10th. Saw there at the 4 road course races.
Behind him, Daniel Hemrick has gotten around.
Did Junior just call him Danielle Hemrick?
Justin Allgaier.
Can't believe that 8 cars in one piece at this race of all races.
Brown behind Allgaier. He's getting a little bit of pressure from Riley Herbst, who's drove his car back through the field. And now
That is definitely a case of the car carrying the driver, because Riley Herbst is fucking garbage, but he's in a Gibbs car, so. Oh, Mike Snyder finally did spin it around. Oh boy, he's got the whole field to come too. I don't know if he can get that shit turned around. Oh God.
Yeah, vision's so difficult here.
How you gonna get that? Just back it up. I'd be backing up going towards turn 1. That's a bad play, because if somebody goes wide, they're gonna hit him head on. There we go. He got it going. We stay green.
He does, but to the back of the field.
That was scary. I was expecting somebody to come around that corner wide and just completely miss it and run into him head on.
he's not the first. Same place we see C.
He's not the first, and he won't be the last either. We still got like 15 laps to go.
Talk much about the 8. That's Daniel Hemrick entering the fray right there in the 3rd position.
Daniel Hemrick, you talk about him in that 3rd position. He's had just an unbelievable year. Seems like every time he gets in that car, something happens, something breaks. Gets in a wreck, not caused by himself.
Briscoe is catching Allmendinger a little bit.
The 98 and the
He's slowly closing in.
They have waged at the road courses, so being in 3rd for Hemrick.
I can't believe that even in the rain, it comes down to these two again.
This is very difficult to race as it is. Now you put some rain on the racetrack, and it's going to be easy to push each other off course. Dave.
That's right, remember,
I got a feeling I'm going to lose my $5 on the last lap or something.
Around all these guys. The fuel situation, though, let's listen to the radio.
Where are we at on fuel? With our aggressive numbers, we're 1 to the good. With our conservative numbers, we're 1 lap short. Do everything we can to win the race here. And we need to go. All we got then, right? Yes, sir.
All right, there you go. You run 2 sets of numbers. Hope you land somewhere in the middle and to the good. 98 still trying to chase down the 16, Dylan.
Oh boy.
Dave right behind him just spoke about Daniel Hemrick.
Daniel Hemrick in 3rd. He would have been a good bet to try to steal some money if you were out there just trying to play the odds.
They didn't really know what they had on road courses because all 3 they've run this year, they've had some sort of issue, whether mechanical or getting caught up in incidents. So today was just going to be about fixed hits, kind of learning on the fly. As Taylor always says, not what you know, it's how fast you can learn. So they expected a challenge today. They've overcome that challenge, have themselves in a great spot right now, running in 3rd, going to try to finish it off.
And Dylan, it's been an amazing career for Daniel Hemrick. He's run in the Truck Series, the Xfinity Series.
Has it though?
In the Cup Series. Hasn't won at any level yet, but
It's been an amazing career. He hasn't won anything.
even the last 2 races for Daniel.
Oh, Rick Allen.
3rd and a 5th.
Daniel Hemrick's had an amazing career. Hasn't won a fucking thing.
That's how you win
At any level.
consistently. I know that sounds
He's a solid enough driver. He just ain't won anything.
But if you consistently run in the top 5,
I like Daniel Hemrick. You know, at this point, I'm not even mentioning half the guys spinning out because it's happening so frequently. The 99 spun out just now, but he kept going.
Between Briscoe and Allmendinger, the fuel situation on the 98 is close. There's a lot of opportunity for the 8. He's put himself in position where it's not out of the realm of possibility that a win could come his way.
And guys, I think the rain has let up. It's not coming down nearly.
Yeah, I noticed the track is as calm as it's been all day.
I don't think the track can dry in 13 laps.
Uh-oh, Gregson's catching up to Riley Herbst. Here we go.
Push it.
Gregson sees Riley Herbst. Oh, he's running into the back of him. Oh, did Herbst brake check him?
He had an issue.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
Riley says, you know what? Go ahead.
Riley let him go. Oh, Gregson overdrove turn 1.
That was going to miss the corner.
God, Gregson's an idiot. He's so hell-bent on fucking with Riley Herbst, he's hurting himself. He tore up his front end again running into the back of Riley Herbst. You're hurting yourself a lot more than you're hurting him, buddy.
You know, we talk about cautions.
Although this particular race doesn't matter at this point for Gregson.
It's not unusual for these races, even these very challenging races, to go green for a long time at the end of the race. Everybody has learned the racetrack. Everybody gets comfortable, starts understanding what they can.
Hey, if this goes green to the end, we can sit back and talk about what a good race it was at the end of the day.
Surprise me either.
I knew something bad was going to happen when Gregson was catching Herbst. Cindric made a great move to get past both of them.
Contact, and then Noah drives in the corner. He drives in it too deep.
He's going to have a chance to do it again because Herbst is still in front of Gregson.
Y'all agree with that?
So Gregson's got a chance to bring out the caution that fucks me out of my money.
Lead early in this race.
You mentioned the lead. Lead is getting close as we focus on these two right here. The 98.
Briscoe's still right there. Oh, Allmendinger. God, how did he not miss the track? He lost a lot of time. He stayed on track, though. Briscoe's there. Allmendinger looked like he was about to go straight through the grass on the front stretch. 12 to go. Briscoe's there. God damn you, Briscoe. You're too good. Chase Briscoe's too good. I hate him. No, I like him, but I hate him right now. He's too good. I thought for sure when Allmendinger got out front, I'd be like, all right, he's going to set sail now.
At Atlanta. And now.
I was convinced that Allmendinger was going to take off.
And remember, guys, there's a lot on the line right here, potentially for Chase Briscoe. With Clint Boyer announcing that he is going to retire, that seat has become available in the Cup Series. And
come on, Allmendinger, you're better than him. You're better than him.
Hey, certainly wouldn't hurt that opportunity to get into that 14 car.
Allmendinger's going wide off these corners.
21 schedule. Here we are at a road course in the rain. You guys have talked about how difficult the conditions are. If you can pull it off in these conditions, passing a guy who has won in open wheel, in stock car, he's won in the Rolex.
Oh, Briscoe's going to take the lead right here. He's got a big run. He's going to try to outbrake him into the backstretch chicane. Will they make it? He does. God damn it. Briscoe made the pass.
And sure enough,
shit.
Chase Briscoe leads.
It's not over yet, though.
What a move.
That was a hell of a move. I can't even be mad. At least he didn't wreck him. I'd have been upset if he wrecked him.
And by the way, A.J. Allmendinger also, not just doing something silly, driving into the door of a guy out breaking him. That's just good racing.
Well, with 12 to go, remember that the 98 is still...
Now Allmendinger has to chase. 11 laps to go.
I was talking with a mechanic on one of the junior motorsports team today in the garage area, and guess who he saw iRacing a lot this week on the Roval? It was Chase Briscoe, spending a lot of hours in simulation trying to find the little areas where he could improve. And that braking area, again, reminds me of Indianapolis. Outbroke the best in the business to take the lead late in that race.
The shine of that big screen on the wet infield portion of the track is so cool.
We'll find out, but he's back in the top spot.
I log into those sessions and I see his name, but I never see him because he's so fast. Sometimes he comes from behind, Rick, but I never see him out front.
Oh, there he went. I'm thinking back to the Rolex 24.
By the way, Indianapolis Road Course is NASCAR Heat 5. That's why I played NASCAR Heat 5 the other day for the first time in a couple of months. Ooh, Briscoe was fishtailing. And Allmendinger didn't gain anything out of it. Fuck. Well, I got to remember, Briscoe might run out of gas. He might run out of gas, so I'm not fucked just yet. He might run out of gas.
Exciting for the race fans. Formula One, NASCAR, you name it, IMSA. Is because it just takes away a lot of the equipment. It doesn't matter how good the brakes are, how much downforce you have. While those things matter some, they are diminished greatly in the rain. I think it comes down to just pure talent, Dale. What you're able to do, your natural instinct.
They're coming up on that 44. He's going to let him go. Good job, Tommy Joe. Getting the fuck out of the way. Whoa it down, Allmendinger. 98 might just run out of gas at the very end, so here's hoping. God, Allmendinger is pushing it the hardest on the front stretch chicane. That's like the third time I've seen him look like he's about to go straight off the track.
Been a turn left on A.J. Allmendinger, a really good road racer, and outbreak him.
Allmendinger gained on him getting to turn 1, though.
And carry enough speed through the exit of that chicane. Like, you sometimes somebody outbreaks another driver, and then he can't make the rest of the corner. Chase Briscoe found a way to do both.
AJ's doing a nice job of staying kind of in touch, right? The 98 slips a wheel or makes a mistake. AJ's there.
Yeah, wants to be close enough.
22 car. Austin Cindric missing the front straightaway chicane.
$5 means so much when you're poor.
Seventh place. No, it's the day. Interesting day. I thought Cindric would do better.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen him up in the front more than we have.
Briscoe, Allmendinger, Daniel Hemrick, Allgaier, Gregson. They're the top 5. Then there's Riley Herbst, Austin Cindric back there in 7th, Alex LeMay is 8th, Ross Chastain 9th, Michael Annett is 10th.
Still the same up front. They've stayed about the same distance since Briscoe made the pass. Allmendinger is charging hard on the front stretch. That worries me. And now they're showing Cindric missed the chicane on the front stretch this past lap. Hey, I see debris there. We need a caution.
So I had to pull out this break here and the front straightaway and service penalty.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is.
We need a caution.
Oh, and look how slick that paint is.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you're going to miss it back there, just accelerate as hard as you can to get back around to the front straightaway as quickly as you can.
As one driver in the playoffs, currently 6 at plus 36. So we have, I don't think we've said his name all day, which is, I think, a tip of the hat to Brandon Jones. He's his best finish at the Roval.
All in all, I've enjoyed today. I hate that I stopped my stream. I really didn't think that they were going to get this going, so now my stream split up into 2 videos.
Just a non-story.
I should have just stayed on.
Playoff driver.
It was less than an hour
This race to advance to
between
the
breaks.
Yeah.
Again, there's AJ Allmendinger, one of the best on-road courses, coming off just a couple days ago, celebrating.
Hey, did you guys know AJ Allmendinger is one of the best on road courses? I've only said that like 90 times today.
Rain's calmed down quite a bit. And the lap times are going down with it, Junior. They're getting faster and faster. Which
We ain't got to worry about this track drying up, even if it's not raining now.
Chase Briscoe.
So now we talked.
Corner exit is where Allmendinger's pushing the most.
Every lap, it felt like a
Briscoe's driving away now.
corner. It drove
He's gapped Allmendinger by a good bit. He's coming up on Sieg to the chicane though.
Just getting out of the way right
Yeah.
here.
Oh, that could
Now
hurt
for the
Briscoe.
98, it's the opposite. Now every time he goes through, is it drier? Is there more speed? You know, and his question is who starts to attack sooner? Is it the 98? Is it the 16? And who attacks
Coming to
sooner?
8 laps to go.
Makes a mistake.
Chase Briscoe, again, does he have enough fuel? How much
99 spun out for the 85th time today.
again, how much pressure will
Get it going, you turd.
put on Chase Briscoe? Under 9 laps to go. That's not a good place to be sitting.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Into another car.
Well, here come the leaders. They're going to be the next set of cars coming through right here. If we stand right here, we're going to see the leaders turn into this corner. Here they come.
Caution's out. Caution's out.
There. Oh, and he pulls out. And
Fucking idiot. Sit still, you dumb fuck. Park that fucking 99. He's been wrecking all damn day. He spun out more than anybody, and he about drove into Chase Briscoe there.
Briscoe tags the wall.
Idiot.
You'd be nervous.
how about a late
The
race?
fuck is up with that 99 car? Jesus. And now we're going to get a restart with like 5 or 6 to go.
Fuel mileage, guys.
Well, goddamn, yeah, that doesn't do me any goddamn favors. Now Briscoe can probably make it on gas.
Hard on the nerves. It might be better on the.
And the 99, who can obviously get going, just parks in front of the damn racetrack like a dumb fuck.
Actually, is going to be a part of
Way to go.
the IMSA race. Oh, look how close that was. The IMSA race, which is going to be
Just go. Why weren't they telling him just go? Obviously, he can move.
8 o'clock, but all of
The fuck is he thinking?
Part of that broadcast team. So he'll take the experiences of that right there.
That was
and the
goddamn
finish of this
retarded
race,
is what that was.
but now
That damage was already there. They're looking at the damage on the right front of Briscoe like it came from that. That was already there.
for this race win,
Calm down.
Dylan.
Rick, you're talking about AJ.
Still,
Allmendinger,
what the
how hard
fuck
is
was
he
he
gonna push
thinking?
To go after this win, take a listen to the radio and the pep talk they were giving him when he was trying to track down Briscoe.
I can't make that late. Focus, just keep the pressure on. Make a mistake. He's already made 3 or 4 today. It ain't over, man. Get out of your head here. It ain't over. You're the best here. You're all good, dude.
Car owner Matt Paulick calls this car the 16 the trophy chasing car. So that's all they're here to do, and it's hard to believe they haven't won one on the road course yet this year. So AJ would sure like to check that box and defend his Roval race win with the victory here.
There's so many storylines on this restart because we mentioned Briscoe and Allmendinger, but as I look back through the field, we're going to have Gregson and Riley Herbst side by side. With Riley needing a win, Gregson, I perhaps think, a little upset. So
Now, I think they've already settled.
You think so?
Yeah, because they've been racing around each other a little bit before that caution came out.
Yeah, they hit each other.
Yeah.
So that settled it?
I feel that. I mean, I'm the owner of one of those cars, and I feel okay.
You feel like it's okay.
I'm not nervous.
All right.
Well, here's the thing. It's a restart.
McLaughlin or whoever's in that 99. Jesus Christ. Somebody needs to talk to him after the race and his spotter and ask him just what in the fuck they were doing.
And now it's in the rain. Riley Herbst needing to win. We know, we already know A.J. Allmendinger, how bad he wants to win. I mean, there's going to be a lot of aggression going into turn one. And I don't know that there's going to be people intentionally running over each other, but just trying to win a race.
Past the Tums. Is that what you're saying?
Well, pass the Tums and try not to hit the Tums.
Tum, 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 tum.
Again as well, guys. So that should make it interesting.
It's raining again a little bit.
That's just one more variable we need to add into this.
So you mentioned it, Jeff, in this turn one. It's very different on the restarts because you...
That was a good green flag run we had going. Oh, look, I was there when Brad Keselowski led everybody off the cliff into turn one.
On your PlayStation, Brad misjudges it in 10 other cars.
There's the winner, Ryan Blaney, barely missing the wreck. He would go on to win that race.
Stock cars, they did this in the drive. So he said, oh, well, they'll learn. This will never happen again. A year later...
Chase Elliott last year, I was there.
Both front tires locked up. I thought this was the end of the day. Somehow, he bounced back from this to get to victory lane. But we're talking about the most experienced in the drive.
If there's ever going to be a restart where they drive off into one and fuck it up, it's going to be this one.
With less experience in the wet.
So, Michael, you're doing good on the money deal.
Advances Riley Herbst into the playoffs. I mean, there's so much on the line. I'm not sure if you're Briscoe and Allmendinger, you know if you want to look out the window or the mirror.
Well, listen, don't sleep on Daniel Hemrick in that 8 car. He's done a nice job today. He's the only driver in top 7.
Don't worry, there's still a lot of stupid people driving around out there.
He's got that going for
The
him.
99's still on the track for some reason. How he didn't get parked for that mess, I don't know.
He's never won in the Xfinity Series. He's never won a cup race. Never won at one of the top levels. Here he is with a short run on the Roval with a restart with a chance to win this race. He is going to be going for it right here, trying to get that first win.
Right behind him, the 7 of Justin Allgaier, listening to his radio.
What's the 98 doing different than everybody else that he's able to just drive by everybody? He's just on the edge of more. I'm surprised he hasn't had more problems, but he's pushing pace pretty good.
Eddie DeHaan made a great point. He said Briscoe's just driving a little harder than everybody else, and he can't believe he hasn't wrecked more. Hopefully he will one more time. He spun out once or twice today. We're going to restart with 6 laps to go.
Best road course racers there is.
We're going to see this thing through. By God.
I'm glad you're not going to sit me down and ask me to review everything that's happened today in this race. I mean, it's just been amazing. We were showing the highlights earlier, and there was cars in the dry. I forgot it was even dry at some point.
Yeah, it was dry for 3 laps.
There's going to be no sleep tonight from Cup drivers?
Well, I can tell you 2 teams are going to feel pretty good. We saw the tweet from Kurt Busch driving in his convertible, heading to the Roval with no stress, and then Chris Gabehart actually texted me and he said, hey, I'm just thankful we're through. He didn't want to make it sound like he wasn't thankful, but man, after seeing this, I'm thankful we're through because he also is not going to have a lot of stress coming here knowing those 2 cars have advanced.
Yeah, win and you advance. And you've seen that of Kurt Busch as well as Denny Hamlin.
So the cars ran.
Oh, boy.
There, keeping the track.
So the outside line going to 1 is a good advantage for Allmendinger here.
They're in yellow, so I think
But Briscoe gets the lane advantage going to 2.
Some positions on the racetrack.
We'll see. Hopefully Briscoe will give it away.
Starting to fall a little bit heavier.
And the rain's coming down again. Just in time. 6 laps to go. Make me money, AJ Allmendinger. Boy, Allmendinger looks really aggressive going to turn 1. Really aggressive on that outside. Allmendinger's really good on the initial start of the run, but as they progress, God, Briscoe's just so much faster, driving so much harder. Hell, they're dooring each other. Look at Allmendinger pushing him out of the way to try to get that preferred line and move up higher in the groove. And he does. He takes it for now. For now. He's not gone by any stretch.
Stay off the paint there and get the gas down.
Allmendinger back out front. Is Allmendinger going to turn up the heat now? Is he like this is when he's going to get for real? He's super serial now.
Turn 8, we've seen so many times. Just as they're getting ready.
Look how wide he might come off this corner. That's about as narrow as Allmendinger's come off that corner all day. He's usually right out against the wall as they come back onto the oval.
This is where Chase Briscoe outbroke the 16 of Allmendinger, getting into this backstretch chicane. Can he do it again?
You're too far away right now. I don't think he can make it.
Allmendinger's taking a protective line going to that chicane. He was ready for that move from Briscoe. Oh, now Briscoe's going to his outside.
He's gonna have
Never
to get
mind.
a bit closer.
Wasn't close enough to make it work that time.
Allmendinger knows that now, so Allmendinger's going to have to try to.
Allmendinger held the lead somehow.
To turn 8 better to gain that.
Now, the front stretch chicane, I think, is where Allmendinger's vulnerable. He's had a couple of close calls. Please tell me he's going to get through this okay.
Allmendinger, look at that. Unbelievable.
Briscoe just driving so fucking hard.
Allmendinger all day long has stayed to the left side of there.
Now, that was a good front stretch chicane bomb. That's the best one I've seen him make in a while. 5 laps to go.
So this part of the racetrack that we're heading to right now, this infield section, it's going to be everything for A.J. Allmendinger. If he can get the 98 car, it will give him enough clearance so he can't outbrake him into that rear chicane, but he's got to do it perfectly through here. And he knows it. He knows that he cannot brake as well as Briscoe can.
Stays off the rumble strips, gets the power down. Briscoe did as well.
A.J. all the way out to that
Ugh.
lane.
Almost too wide there, AJ.
Here it is. This is the most important part of the racetrack right here. Briscoe needs to make a big run heading into turn 8. This exit right here will be huge.
Look how close they get to the wall. That was a great corner exit by both guys. But I think it worked out better for Allmendinger. Now here comes that horsepower that the fucking Ford has down the straightaway. Allmendinger takes protective line again. Oh my God, Briscoe's going to make the pass again. No, he isn't. He couldn't make it. If Allmendinger gets beat, that's where he's going to get beat. Backstretch chicane. Allmendinger's holding that inside line, making Briscoe go to the outside.
Right there.
Know where AJ's going.
AJ up the racetrack, losing grip.
Oh my God. I'm terrified.
Far to the inside on this turn.
Oh, AJ slips a little bit.
Can Briscoe take advantage? No.
Wow. That's as close as you can get to missing it without actually missing it and still make time.
See that backstretch chicane. Briscoe closes 5, 6, 7.
Briscoe, can you just fuck off? I'm trying to win some money. Uh-oh.
Briscoe can outbreak him.
Oh, he got to Allmendinger's inside. He's going to take it here in turn 3.
Allmendinger stay here as they get to turn 3.
Oh, Allmendinger's going to push him wide. Dooring him again like he did when he took the lead on the initial restart. Crossover move. Crossover move.
Right there.
Oh.
Sends the 16 wide.
Here comes Briscoe.
Briscoe's underneath him. Oh, man, he cleared Allmendinger. Fuck.
Chase Briscoe out front.
Wow, great.
Fucking cleared him.
Just a little bump. Comes AJ.
AJ's back. Hit him. Hit him, AJ. God damn it, I'm encouraging you to race dirty. Hit him. Damn it.
It's over. Unless Briscoe makes a mistake.
I think Briscoe's got it now unless he makes a mistake.
Raining harder.
Oh, AJ could not leave that corner as well as Briscoe.
Well,
68, Brandon Brown.
oh, we got a wreck.
Off the racetrack.
That's going to bring out a yellow.
This is going to bring out the yellow.
And we might be looking at NASCAR overtime.
You see the right rear tire is definitely flat.
As Briscoe got the lead, the 68 wrecked.
Was running in the 9th position for Brandon Brown.
Look how heavy the rain is now. Still under green.
The 68's not moving.
Movement out of the 68 yet, though. This is.
And we have a caution. Yes. That's good for me.
So now the concern for the 98 is while the fuel was better because of the yellows, this may put us into overtime.
This is going to go to
How
overtime.
long will it take to get that 68 off the track? Big save here.
Yeah, back save.
Take a look at what happened there.
Drops the tire off on the right side there.
Oh, my. A little bit of standing water back there.
That's definitely lit clean in place.
Yes, overtime. That's what I need. Allmendinger's really good on the short run. Allmendinger can take
His
this.
experience, he can attack. That
And Briscoe might run out of gas, so, you know.
Work his way up to
Although I see Gregson's in third now. He's probably just going to wreck both of these guys.
faith
Here's
you
first.
have. Like at this point,
Ooh, Riley Herbst. Oh.
Man,
Yeah, that had to be a caution for both of those incidents.
Think about this. Riley was running 5th when that happened, so he would be sitting there running 5th with an opportunity to try to make something happen on this restart.
So, yeah, that's a great point.
Overtime.
My question, you know.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened to Allgaier. They completely missed that.
Yeah, because that's turn 1.
How was Gregson 3rd? Why is Hemrick 4th? And what the fuck happened to Allgaier?
Outside of turn 1 and then getting the inside through the infield section.
Yeah.
Would Briscoe ever dare start and give A.J. Allmendinger the inside into turn 1?
I don't know. The other thing, too, is the guy lining up in 3rd position.
I mean, if you've learned anything from the last 2 restarts, if you give Allmendinger the outside, he's going to beat you for a couple of laps at least. A lap or 2. So you'd have to consider just putting him on the inside and trying to power around him on the outside on the start.
Get through those guys in those first couple of corners. I don't know if you want to be on the outside.
Allgaier's got a flat left front, it looks like. Hey, they got to replay what happened with him.
Also, the guys in 3rd are going to be aggressive. Here's some contact with the 13 and the 7. Oh,
It was Stephen Light and at 13 that also hit the 8.
7.
Yeah, he was missed. I'm not sure what happened there. He missed the chicane.
He might have missed the backstretch chicane.
Yeah.
Coming to a stop here on the high side.
That was it, Junior. He did miss the backstretch chicane. So he was talking to on the radio. He said, I can't see. It's hard to see. He's had Eddie DeHaan basically telling him when to turn, and it still didn't work. So it is a tough conditions out there right now. And you see he's got problems on the left front now.
Okay, let's listen in to Chase Briscoe's radio. Again, they're close on fuel.
I'm literally, like, I'm not even saying I cannot see. I'm not just saying that because I'm in the lead. Like, it's literally that dark through here. Anything can happen. Stay alert. I can't see much either, so.
Briscoe's claiming it's too dark. It's too dark. Another restart or two, he might have a point.
Infield section, we talked about the sun is set basically. The oval's lit pretty well, but man, that infield is dark.
Yeah.
Well, you can't completely trust him either, right? He's wanted to call it.
That's a good
It's
point.
so dark, I can't see.
Yeah.
Gotta call the race.
Just like every other race where somebody's out front, you say there's caution, or there's debris on the racetrack that needs a caution. But this one is a situation where he's right. It's dark.
It is dark though. Yeah, we're looking out of the window right here, guys. It's darker in person than it is on television, I would say. It's crazy how low the visibility will be in that infield section.
We had it, Alex Lay having a great day. It spun off the racetrack into the barrier.
This is so worth it.
36 cars.
I'll never be so excited to win $5 in my life.
Cody Ware is running 8th right now. This is his first start of the year.
Can't believe I caught all the breaks today.
That he's having to battle right
So far.
now. His first start of this year, and he is currently running in 8th.
See how dark it is. It's obvious when you're in the infield just how
Oh my
dark it is.
God.
Junior.
This has to be the last restart.
Let's review the last restart. The leader is the 98. He accelerates at 16.
Hey, I'll go with the fact that
Remember,
about 80% of this racetrack is well lit right now.
The 98 leaves the right side to the 16 as we continue to follow them into the infield. You're going to see side by side into the right-hander, and as they exit the right-hander, they're going to be single file because the 16 right here, look at them leave. That's the pass for the lead right there. So I put the question again, would you dare change lane? I think you can't leave them the inside. Can you into turn 1? I mean, if you're the 98?
Okay, Briscoe's picking the inside again. This works for me because I think Allmendinger can take this.
To try to win this race. So maybe
I got nothing against Briscoe. But watch Gregson in 3rd. Gregson's going to do something fucking stupid. You know Gregson is going to do something dumb to win this fucking race. I don't even know how that car's still running. Goddamn composite bodies lets these guys go out here and drive like idiots and keep going. Maybe it's not such a good thing after all.
So I want to see a race like everyone does, but sitting here in the booth, the cars, they look great on the oval. That infield section is dark. It is dark.
it is dark and the rain is heavy right now.
This has to be the last restart then.
It's been all day. It's actually picked up in the last couple of minutes.
See, Noah, he's had his hand up.
Maybe we got to work on lighting up that fucking infield in case we get a situation like this again. I've been saying that since the Roval became a thing, and I went there and said, oh, they didn't light the infield. I was like, huh.
So that outside line can work because all the water runs to the inside of this corner. A lot of the corners here aren't.
We got to light that bitch up for the future.
Helps that outside lane.
All-star race on the Roval at night.
I think that's why he's able to keep that pace through turn 2.
I tell you, Alex LeBay in that 36 rank in the short run.
What about Daniel Hemrick in the 8? Also another spoiler potentially.
2 to go. Overtime. It's probably the last restart. I think it's too dark for them to try to have another one.
From the Charlotte Roval. Overtime presented by
They're already dooring each other. Allmendinger's ready. Oh my God, Briscoe smoked him. For now. Damn, Briscoe fucking smoked him. Here comes Allmendinger around the outside though, just like I wanted. Oh, Briscoe spun around. He lost it. He got in the gas too hard and he lost it.
Briscoe around. He'll wait for the field to go by.
Woo! Allmendinger's out front. Just take it easy, Allmendinger. I don't think anybody's got anything for you.
Daniel Hemrick running second. Gregson third. Alex LeBay is fourth.
Beautiful. It's not over yet. God, there's grass over there. Was it the grass that made him fucking do that?
Again now, guys. It hasn't rained this hard for a while.
Oh my God, it's a monsoon. This is the end of the race. Gregson's through to second, unfortunately. Boy, you talk about a surefire way to piss me off after all this. Oh, Gregson missed the corner. Hell, Allmendinger just about did too. He was within an ass hair of hitting the wall.
He is pushed.
We talked about the restart in the 98. Jeff, you mentioned it, the inside lane. I don't know if the water or just aggressive on the throttle. And he lost control, giving the lead to the 16.
To the backstretch chicane. The 8 has closed the gap as well.
We're coming to the white flag.
On the final lap.
Mercifully, this race is almost over.
And now the 9 pulling away from Hemrick.
AJ had a big moment.
Take it easy, AJ. You got the race won, brother.
Middle of NASCAR 3 and 4.
He's going to see the white flag here. One more time around for AJ.
One to go. One lap away from $5.
Roval, I would say this is AJ Allmendinger's race. Pouring down rain, nothing is guaranteed.
Couple cars missing the final chicane. Maya Snyder, the 51. Clements.
Gregson sideways as he goes through one.
We hope the spotters.
Boy, it's just... God, it's so dark in that infield section. I was going to say, it's just light enough, but not really.
Right? 20 car lengths. Don't make your own mistake. Make him catch you.
Yeah, the truth is, you may not can see them, right? I mean, look at these conditions. You may not even know where that car is.
I swear to God. I'm with them. If this was a dry racetrack, I'd be happy as fuck right now, but because it's wet, I'm like, ah.
Looking for a second win of 2020.
Remember, he won Atlanta earlier this year. Finally won on a fucking oval. Oh, AJ! Oh, Gregson missed it worse, though. God, AJ's about to hit the wall every time he comes out of the infield. All right, no more dark part of the racetrack. It's clean sailing from here.
Final time.
I'll give it clean enough, Rick.
Clean sailing. No more darkness.
There's the gap. Here comes the 8 also. Don't forget about Daniel Hemrick back there. One mistake. We've seen it out of Chase Briscoe. Bit slow through the turn there for AJ Allmendinger. Gregson, Hemrick.
Gregson has no grip on exit, but then again, I don't think anybody does, but he looks especially wobbly.
One more time. Through the front. Chicane for AJ Allmendinger. The gap is closed up.
Oh.
The 16, AJ Allmendinger.
Allmendinger, show me the money. I got money. Pay me, Michael. $5.
Thank you for staying with me, man. God. Yeah.
Yay.
Jeff, about an hour and a half ago, you made the comment, you've been in NASCAR a long time, and you have never seen anything like this.
This is
Kind of like what we said. Everyone's about it. Lake Vincent got to protect everybody. We love you, AJ. What are you doing over there?
unbelievably difficult conditions. You know, for series that race in the rain all the time and have familiarity with racetracks, the series doesn't race in the rain that often, and never before in the rain on this racetrack. And it was pouring down rain. So great job by really all the drivers.
Yay! Beautiful. Mwah.
AJ to be tough at these racetracks. But he didn't have the speed. The 98 car.
A little bit of extra money for me.
Take it to him on that last restart with that opportunity there, did they?
That was Chris Rice we were seeing there behind pit road.
You talked about the restart. We talked a lot about lane choice, Dale. I don't know if there was a right or wrong answer, but in the end, the 16.
Yeah, 2 wins in 3 weeks. Not bad.
Outside of the 98,
I've been chasing the odds in Cup is why I've been fucking up there, which really I should have won. I should have got $20 at Darlington. That was horseshit, okay? Darlington was bullshit.
Spins it around, and just like that,
I picked the correct guy at Darlington, and he just got wrecked.
Getting that trough. There's a little bit of a trough right there as you enter the road course section off of the oval. And the rain was as strong and as heavy as...
Martin Truex Jr. took $20 out of my pocket during the Southern 500.
You mentioned it, the leaders get there first, right? They blow the water off of the guys behind them. So Briscoe was the first guy to that puddle of water.
The track was in terrible condition.
And I think the inside lane,
What a way to win, AJ.
the way the water puddles up.
You heard me sell out when he was trying to chase down Briscoe. I'm like, hit him, hit him, hit him. I was selling out for some dirty racing. Jeffrey Earnhardt finished 11th. Don't ask me how.
Good year for the Tigers.
Cody Ware top 10. Not let you know what kind of day it was.
This is not favorable conditions at all. We'd love to see.
At least they got it in.
Racing rain. This was probably more severe than anybody really wants, and they did a good job getting this race in. AJ obviously extremely happy.
I think he's
He said, fuck.
to the broadcast booth at 8 o'clock for the IMSA race.
Yeah, Michael, you made well today.
I would say he has the credentials to be the analyst for it. He just won the Xfinity Series race.
What?
He'll be able to say, there's a puddle here, there's a puddle here, look out, there's a puddle there.
Yeah. Helmet coming off. You've already seen him showing his emotion.
That was fun.
Tara's wife, I'm sure.
All in all, it was
as
fun.
Excited as he's about ready to climb out of the car in victory lane, Dave.
He gets a head sock on.
Putting his mask on because he's a responsible person and not an asshole.
Been giving him coaching all day long. Not that he needed any, but that was quite an event. Quite an event for him. By the way, if you had
Good man.
filter gutter protection, I think you
Gonna get wet though. It's raining.
It flowed all day long, just like the driver of the 16.
That's a wheel man right there. I had confidence through the whole race he was going to do this.
AJ, what did we just witness?
I don't know. I gotta thank my guys, Chris Rice, Matt Collick especially. I love you, man. My wife Tara.
Yeah, Michael, I'll see you tomorrow.
My mom just had
I got some thinking to do.
So, love you, Mom.
I'll probably just end up going with the obvious pick, but I'm going to think about it and I'll let you know.
I don't know what we just witnessed. Everybody at Collick Racing, all the men and women, to finally get Ellsworth Advisors in victory lane. The filter gutter protection. We had the Nutrient Ag Solutions in-car cam. Chris Rice stuck with me. I'm not gonna lie. I was complaining the whole race. That was miserable. Crazy. The 98 Chase Briscoe was doing a fantastic job. I didn't really have anything for him after a couple laps, but I knew that final restart, I was gonna do everything I could.
AJ, you're going to be in the booth tonight at 8 o'clock for the IMSA race.
He's got to go call the IMSA race?
Hang on. I mean, that...
He almost said fuck.
headlights a little bit, so it's not as bad, but in the infield, with no lights in there and the world's biggest Jumbotron blaring in, I mean, you couldn't see anything. I was just guessing where the corners were. You just praying that when you hit the puddles, you don't just go...
Well, this was a...
I just can't thank everybody at Collick Racing, Matt Collick, Chris Rice for listening to me complain for about however long we've been out there for. So, unbelievable.
Challenge met today in victory lane for the 5th time in his Xfinity Series career. AJ Allmendinger. Let's go to Dylan Welch.
And Dave, we've got Chase Briscoe, who he was battling there in the closing stages of that race before Chase had the unfortunate incident and lost the 2nd spot. So, Chase, what did happen over here off turn 1?
Driver just made a mistake. You know, in the conditions like this, you got to be at 100%. I tried going 110, and it did me. So, very unfortunate. That one's gonna sting for a long time. I felt like I did my job for about 95% of the day right. And I just knew if AJ was beside me getting into 3, he'd been running me up so much. I tried throttling up, and I was in first gear, and I just hit the puddle, and it spun me out. So, yeah, that's frustrating to say the least. But, you know, we obviously had a really good performance racing school, highpoint.com, Mustang, but didn't get in victory lane, so we'll try to do it next week.
Look, you're a dirt racer from Indiana, just going door to door with one of the best road course racers of this generation. Is there any solace that you can take in that, just kind of looking ahead to the future, knowing that, man, you were right there?
Yeah, I mean, it's encouraging for sure to run with AJ, but the end result is he won the race and I ran 17th, so, man, I'm going to think about that one a lot tonight laying in bed, and I know what I did wrong. That's the frustrating part, and, you know, just trying to...
You see how much ground Allmendinger gave up on the last lap? Gregson was on Allmendinger's bumper coming across start-finish because AJ was creeping through that last chicane.
So this was an elimination race.
Hey, Ryan Sieg made it to the next round of the Xfinity playoffs.
Now Chase Briscoe will advance.
I'm going to say your Final Four is Briscoe, Cindric,
The leader,
Allgaier, and Chastain. I think Chastain's going to get on a roll here finally and get it figured out. So Chastain, Allgaier, Cindric, Briscoe. I think that's going to be the ones going to Phoenix. Don't quote me on that, but that's my gut feeling.
That family-owned team advancing into the round of 8.
That'll be a great Final Four.
To expect, we knew that the possibility existed that it was going to rain today. It was a high possibility. We had no idea how much it was going to rain and how it would affect this race. Junior, surprised?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect.
Welcome back to a racetrack.
Racetrack handles the water. I knew we were going to get rain. I think we all knew the weather forecast for today and tomorrow, but we didn't know how this track surface would handle that. And we really understand that there's a lot of problems out there that wait for these Cup guys tomorrow. A lot of standing water, a lot of places where this stuff is collecting. With the weather that we had and the way the rain kept changing, the intensity of the rain, how it would let up, the track surface continued to change. The grip continued to change. The hazards would come and go. And that really, to me, the fact that all the goalposts kept moving, the track became...
AJ Allmendinger is one of the best in the world.
Thing, that you couldn't predict. I think that's what waits for these Cup drivers tomorrow. It's going to be a very difficult afternoon in cars that are even more difficult to drive.
Higher horsepower tomorrow, remember that. Less grip, more horsepower.
Because all the Cup drivers are going to want to know, what do I need to do? What do I need to be looking for? Because we saw how challenging it was. But I tell you, I want to give the drivers an unbelievable attaboy because they did a great job. All the drivers did a really good job in very adverse conditions. We saw an incredible race today. And
it's definitely going to be one we remember.
So great racing by everybody, and congratulations to AJ Allmendinger, which is what a great job.
Yeah, congratulations to AJ Allmendinger. Bravo to Chase Briscoe in that interview. He could have blamed the conditions, could have blamed the water. Instead, he said, I made a mistake. He blamed himself. Shows a lot of maturity for that driver. That maturity is going to carry him far into these playoffs.
He's going to get that 14 car. He'll be fine.
His career. We talk about playoffs, though. This was race 1 of 2 Cup races here at the Roval. Tomorrow, it's the Cup cars. High power, low downforce, and a lot of pressure. 21 points for Joey Logano, 22 for Alex Bowman. Seems like a lot, but after what I saw today, Rick, no one other than Danny Hamlin and Kurt Busch and perhaps Kevin Harvick should feel great about heading into the Roval. The same forecast could mean the same chaos.
Yeah, it is supposed to rain. That's the forecast for tomorrow. Rain will continue. You take a look.
Yeah, but tomorrow you got to factor in the storms and shit. Today it was just straight up rain.
At 2 o'clock, Mitch and Steve, it's an elimination race.
All right, dudes, I'm taking off. That was worth it, and we got something out of it, so didn't waste a day. All right, see y'all tomorrow, maybe.